This is Bisa, Miles of Diamonds and Crafts. I am here today. I'm doing a little experimentation. It's going to be a WIP and chat, but I wanted to chat specifically about my 2026 plans. You may see two screens, so I'm playing with that. I did it once before, I think, in a video, but not as a WIP and chat. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, so sometimes I can work with my glasses off when I'm doing something up close. But right now I need to look at it. So welcome everyone. If you're new, hi. If you came back, welcome. So I was going through all of my old Diamond Art Club kits. I had taken most of them anyway. I'm sure there's some, but I had taken out the toolkit and I was taking out the cover minders. I'm not big on using the cover minders. I'll like start and then forget about it, but I'm gonna use it right here. But this is so cute. I had never seen a cover minder like this in Diamond Art Clubs. It was in Diamond Art Club, was it? Because I think that's what I was unboxing most of. But anyway, it's so cute. So I took out all the really cute cover minders, and if I had duplicates, but a lot of them fall apart. The Diamond Art Club ones, the roses especially, or I'll drop it or knock it or whatever on the table and it's broken. Oh, I don't know if I ever showed this in the video. My isn't this cute? It's a Hello Kitty tweezers. I got these. I wanted the metal ones, but they didn't have them in Hello Kitty. And then I was about to order from the company, I think it's TT, I can't remember what the TTT stands for, After Dark. But there was another Hello Kitty, and it was a putty scraper, so it was on an angle, and I was about to order it because it was Hello Kitty, and I was like, you don't even use putty like that. And I mean, and I'm sure I could use it to get the wax out as well, but it's like, do I need a separate one to do that? I usually just take the tweezers and do it. I was like, that is just definitely, I'm trying to control my spending in general, especially for this craft, and just, really asking myself, what do I need? Do I need, like, I use the Diamond Art Club tweezers. So like when I was taking stuff out of the kits, I have all of them. I thought I had one in here. Oh, maybe it's over there. But I love these tweezers. So I almost want to get another pair. Now she does a big drop mostly on Fridays. It's not every Friday, but it's so hard to get them. She had these Care Bears, or they were Swear Bears, I think, that I really wanted. And I never remember, I'm never online. I like set an alarm and then I don't know, I always missed those drops. So this was something that was just regular on her site. But I was like, do I need that many tweezers? But yeah, so I had it in the cart, and I hate to just buy one thing. And she does these whole sets too, where it's tweezers, the putty thing, and it's two pairs of tweezers, this ceramic and metal ones. I like to use the ceramic ones on, even the other ones on the mini kits. I don't, for some reason, it's just gentler, and it could be something because it's the paint gems. I'm trying to think, do I have the same problem with the Diamond Art Club? I don't know if it's glue or whatever, but I feel like the metal ones scrape it, and then using these because they come with ceramic ones, but I don't know well, I could use those, but now that I have these, I can use it. But yeah, totally off subject, but but that's what I'm working with. So this is one kit that I showed in the other video that I had started in 2024, Twisted Blossom from Dreamer Design. And I'm really enjoying it. I think I said I hated it before. Well, I hated this. I tried to do something about the swan because the colors they use, it's just not the swan colors. It doesn't look anything like the original artwork, but not having enough contrast in, I guess I can pick in my spare drills to try to figure out how this light color goes, but at least this looks a little bit better to me. Is it still right? No. Am I going to spend any more time on it? No. I still love the tree. I love the way this is coming out. I think it looks really good even not in the camera. And I'm going to do that. And this. So I had said before, by the time you see this, it's probably November 15th. So this is kind of a mid-month check-in as well. And oh, maybe it's not a real check-in. Maybe I just could do a video or so. Well, anyway, I like to combine everything. So whatever I'm thinking. So I had changed kind of my plan. So I started the month with, I put all my 2024 canvases on a wheel plus cursed. And then that I was just going to let the wheel decide. But it landed on the Peggy Collins I was working on, the Tree of Life or something like that. Night Sky Tree of Life. And I was really enjoying it. It's a lot of confetti, but it was fun. I was enjoying it. So I just kept working on it until I kind of got to a point. Because I had started it over a year ago, I didn't have like complete rows finished. So I decided to let me just clean it up. And that's where I left that one. And then I came to this one to do the same thing because, well, since it's Dreamer Design, they don't have the perforated covers, and that's what I was using on the other ones, but it still wasn't like even. So I was like, oh, let me clean it up. And then one of the Make Market minis, I don't know what they call them, but those, I was like, okay, I only have 2 of those to finish out of the 4. Let me just knock that out. So I did that. So I'm down to 12 whips. And I said, you know what? Instead of let the wheel decide, I'm just gonna go with the next size. So the 2 Make Markers was the smallest, and then go into this one and work on it. So this is where I am. I'm working on it. So I started off saying that my idea was to work on, to share some of my ideas of what I wanted to do for 2026 as far as my diamond painting goes. So, see, this is my sticky. So I talked about the temperature chart that I'm going to start that I got from the Diamond Art Studio UK. It still hasn't come in yet. They did post that they are starting to ship them out. So it will definitely, we have until the end of December to get them. But I ordered drills of what I want to add to the temperature ranges. So the way they had it is 4 ranges, and they gave a bunch of suggestions. So I did 2 things. I went through the suggestions and ordered. So all of my added are going to be special drills. There's no special drills coming with the the company, like they didn't put any special drills in there. So all of the added temperatures are going to be special drills. And as I was picking it out, I realized that I either should stay consistent, like the four, because the way they had it is 4 different colors for a certain range. So when you chart them, it'll be different colors, and they were using bottles. What do you call it? Like in chemistry, or was some of them vases? Maybe they were vases, vase. I don't know. But anyway, so I ordered some more of those, and I had bought another idea of how to use those colors. So I have all of that. So as soon as I get the kit, I'll sit down and figure out how I'm gonna chart it. And my plan is, since they're shelves, we already gonna know they have it as black. So throughout the month, I'll work on that row, filling in the black, and then at the end of the month, come in with all the temperature ranges and work on it. Or maybe I'll split it up. It depends on how fast it's gonna go. It's probably best to just do it all at the end of the month, because trying to do it once a week or whatever and pulling everything out is probably a waste. But if I'm already sitting down putting the black in, then if it's like at the middle of the month, then do it like that. But either way, so my plan for 2026 is I'll have my temperature chart to work on monthly. I'll have, so I was doing the Diamond Art Club months of the year, those canvases every month. We had talked about that. And I had bought Art Dot has those 12 packs of kits. I had bought that. And although they're not officially separated for months of the year, you can tell with some of the scenes that, they have winter scenes. They have some that are obvious summer scenes. And some of the other ones I kind of just figured, found a space for it. I didn't know if it was officially like August, but there was some that felt like fall, so I put that, September. I think it was, I don't think anything had pumpkins in it, but you get the idea. So I pulled those out and I figured out which ones I would do every month. So that's another thing I want to work on every month in 2026, one of those. And then, so this month was just 2024 canvases, WIPs that I've been working on. And I guess I should have started with what I was going to do in December. So December is going to be all WIPs. I'm going to try not to start anything, but if I did, I have this small snowman that's, I think it's even smaller than this. This 30 by 30. Yeah, I think it's like 9 inches, 9 by 9 or something like that. I may throw that in there. So I have 2 small canvases like that, but I may just throw that in there, just, because I'm feeling holiday-ish. But other than that, I'm not going to start a bigger Christmas kit that I had that I thought I was going to start. Because I really, like I said, I need to get the WIPs down. And the plan in 2026 is a hard no-buy the entire year. If anything, I'm going to try to get up till Cyber Monday of 2026. And I might not even buy anything then, because I'm planning some travel during that time. Not that I can't buy when I'm gone, because that's what happened last year, and I ended up with so much stuff. But so I'm kind of bad because I know I'm gonna go on a strict no buy. I have bought a couple of things. I bought a few things because it's like, that's it. Cyber Monday, that's it. And Cyber Monday, I'm really just trying to use my Diamond Art Club I have enough points to 1 or 2 canvases, and I have treasure quest, my treasure quest cards. I have about 250 in that. I'm like hoping, so I did buy 2 Diamond Art Club kits for the Christmas drop. I'm hoping when I get those 2, and they haven't sent them out yet. They haven't officially said. Somebody said that they had heard that this one painting that I did get, the Mrs. Butter D, that's what's holding up everyone's order. So if you had that and other paintings, your order hasn't gone out yet. I mean, and they did not put on the website that one was delayed shipping. You know how they were doing with others, saying that it wasn't going to be shipped between this date and this date. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't say that. Would that have stopped me from ordering it? Probably not, but but I'm sure that would less people would be hounding them, because it's like a message all the time. I swear people on Facebook, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that they don't do this on purpose, but sometimes it's like every hour somebody asks the same question. It's like, come on, do we need a Facebook lesson to, you can short it to see what the most recent posts are? But it just drives me insane. That's why I can't be in that group, because one, some people's attitude is just stink, and I'm like, okay, I can't y'all gonna make me want to type something nasty out. And two, the questions are just weird. And if one more person asks, how do people afford to buy diamond paint? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. But anyway, I'm going to do it a strict no buy. And that might result in me doing more videos. And it's my way of keeping myself accountable and just kind of making it more fun for myself. I mean, I have fun, you know, in my own party, but it's it's fun to share. And that's why I've participated in like with Summer's group. They have a Discord group. I know there's other diamond painting Discords, and I just never got out there on it because I just didn't want to add another social media thing to my life. So back to the story. I didn't got off on a tangent. Those are the 2 things monthly I would work on for 2026. The temperature chart. I'm going to call it Art Dots months of the year, using those 12 canvases. I don't remember the artist's name, but I'm going to do a video at the end of the year. And I figured out that a nice sweet spot for me is 4 paintings, 3 to 4 paintings to work on as WIPs. So even though I'm going to have some other ones that are WIPs, what I'm going to actively work on, and whether it's using the wheel or just alternating based on my feelings, it's just going to be 4. Those 4 things. These 4 things. I didn't say what the 4th one was. So I didn't say what the 3rd one is. The 3rd is I'm going to have, one of the 12 WIPs going at all times. So I'll be either be working on my temperature chart, I'll be working on one of the months of the year, and one of the WIPs. How I decide which one it is, it may be from the wheel, or continue what I'm kind of doing is by size wise, how much more I have to finish, or like that, because I have a couple of small ones in that number that, like, okay, maybe I can just knock those out. So in the 4th one, I'm gonna allow myself to start something new, but I'm not gonna keep starting something new every month. That 4th one is gonna be until I finish it. And so if it takes me 2 months to finish it, it's gonna take me 2 months to finish it. But the idea, and I had thought about this before, in a way to tackle and get my stash down, is that fourth one is going to be smaller. Whether it's going to be um, a Diamond Art Club mini, and I say Diamond Art Club minis because there's only 6. Most of them. I know some have more, but starting off with the ones with 6, so I can knock them out. It's like, okay, because I count those in my stash. I know some people don't. They're definitely counted. But even though I had taken them and put them in those containers, which eliminates a lot of space and not having all those boxes, I still would feel better if those numbers are down. Because when I look at my Diamond Art Club app, I don't sparingly use Gem Flow. I put all the stuff I'm working on, or I think I'm going to work on, is in Gem's Flow. But the bulk of my stash that is Diamond Art Club, I have a lot of other stuff, but as long as that number goes down, I don't care if it's minis. And it's also going to be my little dazzle, the mini dazzle things. I don't know what they call. I don't think maybe they call mini dazzles. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to have one that's in continual rotation. And I think I'm going to start with all the minis. Now, while I keep doing minis, I don't know, I might get bored. But even just a smaller canvas, like the tarot cards that I have with Jaded Gem Shop, like those are nice, smaller canvases that I could work on and finish within the month. But that is my plan for 2026. So I'm kind of excited about it. So I keep something in rotation, new, going, and keep me interested. I'll still be working on my WIPs, so I'll keep that going. And then, although those other things are new with the months of the year and the temperature chart, they last longer. Now, as always, see, this is why I don't do whip chats. I haven't whipped anything. I've chatted the whole time. But I always reserve the right to change my mind. Because I could get tired of doing the art dots and then I'll put something in its space. But I think keeping just 4 until all the whips are down to like 4, and that's all I'm working on, then that's great. And the whips, it was never an intention to have so many whips. It was, and I think I explained this in another video. I moved and I had all these paintings in storage, at least a couple of them, and then kind of why I just backed away from events. Like, I'd start something for an event, and when I didn't finish it, I'd move on to the next event, and then move on to the next event, and never finished it. Never finished anything. And then here I am. So here I am. So like, this one wasn't this was probably one of the few that wasn't part of an event. I think it was just me wanting to start something smaller. But it was in storage, so while I was traveling, then I'd start something else while I was traveling with some minis. But at least I did finish those. I did finish them at the beginning of the year when I got settled. The second time when I took minis with me and traveled, see, this is my problem with this. The ones that are white, at least some of it's really hard to see on this red background. I don't know why they didn't make them black. I don't know how they chose, because right next to us are red and black. But some of these symbols are very hard for me to read. And it could just be a me thing, but I hope they. The only other dreamer design I have is my custom, and I don't remember. It's been so long since I worked on it. Like, is this just how they do their symbols? They alternate with black and white writing. I don't know. I don't know. Like, once I finish this, I have a few dreamer designs, but they're not small. So it may be a while before I get to another dreamer design. I heard they have minis now, but they were not part of my. Okay, I'm about to go on no buy. Let me just buy buy a bunch of things. There wasn't anything. I haven't really looked at their site in a while. But they didn't have anything that I felt like I had to rush and get. Now, what I did end up getting, Jaded Gem Shop had this mystery. I think it was the Crafter's Den. That's something on Discord, and I don't the creator that who runs it, but I seen other people do it, and I just fell in love. And I've been sitting on this for a week, thinking about buying this canvas. But they had buy one get one 60% off, and I just bit the bullet and said, you know what, I'm just gonna get it. I was going to get a bunch of her. Now my no buy does not include buying. What is that? So one thing around this, I don't know how you can see it. They have this border that's printed of the canvas. I wonder do they do their other ones like that. I might just open up a Dreamer design and see if that's how the kits are, and with the lettering. Now how long I've been talking? Oh, it's almost 30 minutes. That's not that bad. So I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the Jaded Gem Shop. It was so cute. It was so cute. The mystery. Now, I have. Oh, that's something I want to put in rotation next year. So maybe that's what I'll do too. That's how I'm gonna set up the year, and then list the kits that I want to work on, and kind of a wish list. Now, as always, I don't have to stick with it, but I participated in. They called it it's like a canvas swap on the one with the diamond art. And the way it worked, you were paired with someone, and you had to buy a kit for them, and somebody else bought a kit for you. You don't know who it was, so it wasn't an even swap like the woman who I had, like she bought for me. It wasn't like that. But I did not notice the small print that the kit was gonna come in as a mystery. I was like, wait a minute. So I'm getting all excited to see what they picked for me. And it was all black and white. And it was a question mark. You don't have artists, you don't have anything. So all the other mysteries that I own are, there's groups saying, like from Dharma Art Club, and that you can find out what the mystery is. And like this mystery for Crafter's Den, as long as you give a warning and spoiler, you can show it, and you can stick around. So I know with all the mysteries I have except this, because it's not a true mystery. Even the one Jaded Gem Shop like I bought a mystery from them, but it was a mystery that she picked out for me, but it didn't come black and white. It just came with that black covering. And if I was, you know, anybody else, I didn't have to, well, I'll say anybody else, I didn't have to pull it aside to see what it was, but I did. So I know what the image is, but I can still just go ahead and work on it and in sections and see it come to life. But I know what the image is, and I was able to search to see who the artist is and blah, blah, blah. But this one is a true mystery. So I definitely want to work on that. So I got this last year. So it's going to be like 2 years for me having this in my stash. And I have no idea what it is. And I don't believe me, I didn't try. I tried to, because even though it's black and white, you can make out a little bit of something. Like I said, I wanted landscape, so it looked like it may have mountains or whatever. I don't think I don't think I knew my taste enough or described my taste enough, because when I look at the color palette for this, I don't really like it. It's boring. It's no color. It seems a bunch of grays and browns, and it may come out nice because back then I was kind of attracted to more darker things, but they're hard on my eyes to work on, so I'd rather have something with more color in it. Okay, back to the WIP part, Bisa. So I don't think I'd ever do that again. It was fun picking out for somebody, and I've looked recently to see if that person posted, because I would like to know what they think of the image that I picked, because I even saved the image because I was kind of feeling the image that I liked, to see if they liked it. But I feel like the reward to find out, you know, what people thought is not, it's not there. It's not immediate anyway. Because if they're like me and it's sitting in their stash for 2 years, you know, it's just not worth it. So, but I want to work on that next year. So that's definitely going to be on my list of things I want to work on next year. Another thing I want to work on is I have bought a lot of I've had a couple of paintings that I bought special drills for. Either I bought what was suggested from DPS Sparklers or went through and kind of picked out my own. So I want to work on those. I want to work on those in next year. Okay, so I was using these Tic Tac. You know, I said that I prefer Ziploc bags, but last year I was all about the different things. So all of these are already kitted up, and this I have to put them in here, even though I like Diamond Art Club's trays. So I was kind of putting them in there, then I had to put them in here because I can't put them back in the bottle. Diamond Art Club's spout is too big, so that is that. So that would definitely be on my list. The mystery kit, the ones with special drills that I want to work on, and I don't know. So it'll be the minis. Maybe I'll pick out which minis I want to, you know, definitely work on, and the smaller canvases, because those aren't small, all the ones I have for special drills. Okay, so I just went this whole thing where I'm gonna start working on the smaller ones, but like I said, it's all an idea of project progress. So I'll have the minis that I really want to work on, and then I'll have the special projects that I want to work on. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I definitely want to work on? Like I said, most of my stash is Diamond Art Club, and I have done Jada Gem Shop, even though it's one of the smaller ones, but I have quite a few from her. This is Dreamer Design. I would like to just keep working on different companies. Just having those in rotation of not just doing diamond art clubs, even though that is the majority. So what's I gonna work on next? Yeah, okay, so I hope Dreamer Design has stopped doing this. So, even though they have letters and numbers, the numbers are all mixed up. And I think because other companies don't do it that way, it kind of threw me off. I know this is a J. It just made me think. So there is a 3, but it's all here is 15. I just wish maybe they don't do that now. Maybe they don't do that now on the new ones that they got feedback. Oh, look at that. That was like a big cluster. The colors are really pretty. But yeah, I think I'm going to finish this part today. But I think if I just keep going, I will have this finished in November. So I'll have the smaller one that I finished. I don't think the next one I would work on is the night sky, but it's too big and much confetti to say I'm gonna get that done. I'm gonna work on it and try to get as much done. I don't know if I could. I might try to do a late night session and just work on this. It all depends. I got a seasonal job to work at Costco, and they were doing the background check and everything. And then I had to go in for orientation. But I don't know what time is like 1:30. So I don't think anybody would call me in this late for a Friday night orientation. So I'm thinking that this will be my last weekend until after Christmas. That I don't have a lot planned. So I might just continue to work on as much. Usually I work until I'm sleepy, which some nights it's 8 o'clock. Then I stop and go to sleep. Oh, I started doing Legos. I had bought a couple of Lego sets, and I started one of them. It's one of the flowers, and I got me a little. I mean, it's not an expensive vase to put in. I've been feeling like I wanted to do a puzzle, and that's really what Legos are, right? Building puzzle, so like a flat puzzle. So I'm excited about that, but try not to get sidetracked and just work on the diamond painting instead of jump into the Legos. But that's what I feel like doing, and that's what I feel like doing. Yeah, it was kind of fun. I don't think I actually held a Lego since I was a kid. I don't know how it came across my feed, but it was a young woman who was doing Legos, and and I was like, oh man, why don't I buy me a Lego set? We was so conditioned that as adults, obviously I like doing different crafts, but like certain things, it's just playing around and stuff like that. But I have been the last few years still trying to tap into that side of me that's still a kid at heart. But that's how I felt like sitting and doing my Legos. I don't think anybody ever bought me any Legos. Like my brother may have had some at one time, but I grew up with my grandparents. My mother as well, but for the most part, it was that whole gender thing. Like And I was never really that big into dolls. Like, I thought they were cute. You know, not that I got a lot of, you know, when you grow up poor, you don't have a lot of toys in general. But it was always a doll, and I would like want even the cooler toys, because yeah, I want the doll, but I want the whole empire, you know. And when toys started to do more things, yeah, being more animated and stuff like that, that's been good too. Yeah, so what's I gonna say? Yeah, so the Legos. I think I started talking about the Legos because I'm looking at them over there, thinking like, oh yeah, I just said I'm just gonna work on diamond painting and see how much I can get done, and I'm already thinking about ditching it and doing something else. But no, you know that feeling when you're getting close to finishing something and you just want to keep working on it. That is how I'm feeling right now with the diamond painting. Is I just want to keep working on it. Yep. What am I doing? J's. Yeah, so we'll see how they go. So okay, this is about 40 minutes. I heard somebody said something with YouTube algorithm and all this kind of stuff. You know, I'm doing the YouTube videos because I think it's fun. Would I like to see more people interact with me? Yes. But am I gonna just talk for another 20 minutes just to get it to be 30 minutes? No. So once I finish this, I think I have said everything that I wanted to say, was talking about. But let me know in the comments if you have made it this far, if you have certain goals. Have you been thinking about what you want to do for 2026, your diamond painting goals? And if you have a channel and I don't already follow you, let me know and I can watch your videos. I enjoy watching other. I don't always get through the WIP and chats, so if you haven't made it this far, I won't know because you won't hear me talking about this. Now, there's some people I always listen to them the whole time, but then some is like, okay, I'm sorry, you lost me. You lost me, and I never want to turn mine into like, oh, you know, if I getting too much off a tangent into my personal life, or you know, or make it a bitching session. You know, I don't want to make it like that. I don't know. Do YouTube let you cuss? And they always ask me, is it for kids? I mean, I'm not cussing really bad or whatever, but um, but yeah, I'd like to look at other people's videos and see what they get. I need to stop, you know, for my year of not buying. I don't need to watch anybody and go like, oh my gosh, that painting, because that's Crafters Den, because I'm not part of the Discord, was not on my radar. But I think that painting is so pretty. The colors, I know it is everything. I haven't seen anybody, because I know they did one for fall, but I haven't seen the sneak peeks of, not a sneak peek, but I haven't seen somebody that was working on it show it in their WIPs, probably at the end of November, because I don't know how long they work on it. One of the other, maybe it was a DP along, I don't know if it was a mystery, make me want to buy the dragons. I'm not big big into dragons, but it was like, oh, this is so cute. The Foxy something. I almost got one of her paintings because I like that the size of them are very manageable, and it's like, oh, this is fun, with the colors and all of that, and to do them as oh, that's what I need to put on my list. Cross stitch. I have some cross stitch conversions. One actually I had gotten from Jaded Gem Shop. It was a nice small one. I thought that was a nice introduction into doing cross stitch conversions. What did I? Oh, it's something. I picked something. It's a cute little lamb. It says "dumb bitch," but I don't know if that's from something. Because I'm a woman of a certain age. I don't know. You know, these different. I don't read these certain books. I know there's a lot of characters from these different books that I've never read or even heard of. They have fan art for, so I don't know if this lamb is something. Did I ever try to search? No. It was either that or this little ladybug thing. And I wasn't feeling the ladybug as much. But anyway, I'm going to put that on my list, a cross stitch conversion. And it will probably be that one because of the size. Okay, there's something that just came to me. Although I think this is coming out really pretty, some of these drills are not the same size. I know they said the older canvases, it was something with the gapping. Like, I'm not seeing a lot of gapping problems, and where I do see it, it's because the drills are not the same size. And that's not even the rule. Like, some of them that don't look the same size to me, like they may flush next to each other, but they feel like they just don't feel like the same size. Like they might have missed some of the edging in the process. But yeah, I should write this down. I've been thinking about this, but I didn't write it down. You know what? I might write it down right now. This is all real time. I hope my audio, because I'm using the two cameras and then I'm using the mic with my phone. This is what I figured out. This is not a real thing that I'm holding for my colors from the chart. Okay. So when I'm sitting over here talking 2026 goals. So the 4 paintings I'll have in rotation. Rotation will be 1 old WIP. I'll call it that. 2 temperature chart. I'm just gonna do. Then 3 art dot. We're gonna call this project months of the year. And then 4 is the new WIP. Okay. What are we gonna call it? Like a wish list from Stash wish list. The criteria is a mystery. Work on a mystery kit, a cross stitch conversion, cross stitch conversion. My pen is running out of ink. Mystery cross stitch conversion. what is it called? Special drill project. Okay, and then um, to work on minis, small canvases. So this is not necessarily the order. I think I'm gonna start working on small canvases, many small canvases, to just get knocked out. Now, I probably should sit down and really look at my stash and write it down. But I don't have a clear count of how many I have, and that will probably help keep me on track if I really knew how many. I only know roughly Diamond Art Club, and the reason I say roughly is not all of the things that were in mystery show up on my log. Some of them have eventually shown up on their site, and then I was able to add it to the log, or you can add it yourself. You know, take a picture and add it. But I can confidently say I have not done that for all of them. Um, and then, like all of the other kits I have, I roughly know how many here and there. Well, I said it, but yeah, it's just a lot of work. I said that I was going to do kind of a challenge and say that if I get to, because I don't even think I have 50 subscribers, and I think that's what I had said first. If I get to, no, I said 100 because, you know, if I get to, when I get to 100 subscribers, that I'll do a full stash video. But I never posted that video because I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie and say, because I can see myself that once I get started, that I'm going to get bored and it's just not going to happen. So pretend you didn't hear that. But these goals are durable. You know, maybe if I do start doing some at a time, at least writing them down and keeping track of it, then it'll be better. I don't know. I know a lot of people use Gems Flow, and like I said, I started using it late, and I just start adding. I start to add what I'm working on. So I do go back to it. It was like, okay, what? How many WIPs I have? Like all of my WIPs are in there, and I can gauge like, okay, this is what I have to work on, and I think that's what I'm gonna continue. Oh, I did feel like I lost this one. Continue to do that. And look at this. It's 53 minutes. So should I try to extend this to make it an hour? I don't know if it really helps with views to keep talking, but yeah, I do need to handle. Also, let me know, how do you stick with. No, I'm not gonna ask because you come out here talking crazy. That's why I don't like when people talk about their stashes, because it's one person who want to say, "Well, I don't have that problem." Okay, well, I didn't ask. This is not for you. That is not for you. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna do it because I think I have enough variety, and that's what got me here in the first place. What of the idea of like, oh no, I need this type of kit. Oh no, I need this type of kit. No, I need this type of kit. And then two things happened. Some kits are like, man, I mean, I like it, but do I want a diamond painting? And that's what I wasn't asking myself, or had not been diamond painting long enough to know. I enjoy doing trees, or to know that I don't like doing a bunch of sky. I really did not. My very first canvas painting I did was a lot of color blocking, and I really did not feel the angst that I feel now for it. Now I'm just like, how am I gonna get through this? How am I gonna get through this? I don't know. So I wish I don't know where my train of thought was going, because it is gone, whatever it was. I think I was going to make a point. I'm almost done with these J's. But yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay, so that don't look like I got through that much, because I probably really didn't. But that is it for today. Like I said, if you have any plans, share them with me. I'd like to see what are your ideas. What do you plan on doing for 2026? And as far as whether I want to do any, no, I don't think I'm going to enter any, what do you call it? Oh, that's another J. I'm not going to get in any events. I was thinking, because the mini one's going to come back around, but since that's going to be my goal, is to consistently do minis, I'm not really going to do it. I'll watch the videos about it. I like to look at people's kits and stuff, but I don't think I'm going to officially enter anyone's event. But my own Miles event is going to be consist of these things to stay on track and doing that. And I think it'll keep me keep my stash moving. And yeah, I was gonna allow myself some exceptions, but that didn't work the last time. So I can't have any exceptions. I just have to accept that there's some paintings I'm just never gonna get, and that's okay. That is okay. I was gonna, so I had this idea with the dark fantasy that I was talking about before, and there's one painting. I mean, let's see if it comes into stock before the end of the year. I would say the end of Cyber Monday, but we're gonna give it to the end of the year and the end of December. Not that I'm gonna buy it. That'll be the exception. Strong no buy after Cyber Monday, and my exception is the dark snow that I want to add to my dark fantasy series. I didn't talk about that, but that's a series I'd like to start. And maybe some Geneva Bowers come up by the end of the year. I think that whatever they have might get dropped for the Cyber Monday and Black Friday. And so if that comes at the end of the year, but then that's it. Strict no buy and those exceptions for the end of the year. I should write that down too. Okay, my card is full. So now you may just be seeing this video, but the other one is done. And thank you for watching. Bye.